everyone, me again. So you probably think that I've done enough hauls recently, and you would be right, but I'm doing another one again today anyway. So today's haul is from Revolution, and I talk about Revolution on this channel quite a lot. I get a lot of their eyeshadow palettes. I've been reviewing their foundations recently as well, and there were a few things from them that I've had my eye on for quite a while, and recently they had a promotion on where if you spend over £35 you got a free mystery bag of goodies which was worth £25. And I'm just going to show you what I picked up, and I'm going to show you the gift bag that I got at the end as well. So like I said, I've been reviewing a few foundations from Revolution quite recently. I've done a review on their full coverage foundation and a review on their fast base stick foundation as well. Both of them I actually really like, so I wanted to pick up another one, and I wanted to get their foundation drops. So this is in the same shade that I get with the other foundations. So this is F1, this is £7, and this is just a liquid foundation that you apply with this squeezy dropper thing right there. I've seen a few reviews and it looks like this particular foundation is definitely my cup of tea. So I wanted to give it a try myself, but I've kind of been talking myself out of it because you know how many foundations I have. Do I need another one? Probably not. But I bought it anyway, and my kind of justification whenever I buy foundations is that I can review it for you guys, and I know a lot of you are quite pale like I am, and even those of you who are not still seem to find my foundation reviews helpful. So yeah, I picked this up with the intention of reviewing it at some point. While we're on base products, this next one is actually a repurchase. So this is their Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C1. This is £4. This is something that I actually already have, but it's pretty much empty now. Every time I'm using it, I'm basically scraping the last bit of product. I do suffer from PCOS, and that does cause the occasional hormonal breakouts across my chin, and I find that this concealer just covers them up really nicely. Most high coverage concealers are too dark for me, but this one matches me absolutely perfectly. It's also really nice just to wear in place of foundation as well. So yeah, I really like this, and I knew that I wanted to pick it up again. The next thing is one of their newer products. This is a glitter paste. This is the gold one. The shade is called Power Hungry. I think this was £4. I haven't swatched this. I haven't seen any of the testers in store or anything, but from the videos on the Revolution makeup channel and just bits and pieces that I've heard from people who have used this, it does seem like the kind of thing that I would really like. This just looked like a really easy way to wear glitter, so I was intrigued. I just thought it would be worth giving it a try. I'm really into glitter at the moment, especially on Instagram. The next product is something that you all have seen on this channel a bazillion times, but it's their makeup fixing spray. I have gone through so many of these. I wear this every single time I put makeup on. I find that it really helps to make all my makeup kind of settle into my skin a lot better. As I mentioned, I've got dry skin. If you've got dry skin as well, you'll know that sometimes it's quite difficult to put on foundation without everything looking very cakey and a bit patchy. So this just helps kind of smooth everything out and look much more natural and seamless. I also spray this on my makeup brush when I'm applying like shimmery eyeshadow or anything like that. So as you can imagine, I get through these quite quickly. I use them all the time, so I picked up another one. I thought I might as well, seeing as I'm doing a Revolution order. It cost £5 and it does a really nice job. I've used this in a lot of my videos, so you're probably all sick to death of hearing about it. Sorry. I got one of their single eyeshadows from Obsession. This was £2. It's the shade Mink. I'll admit that I thought this looked a little bit different online, so I thought that this could be like a nice light contour colour. I thought it was a bit more ashy. Actually, it's like a pale pink kind of matte colour. So this can only really be eyeshadow, but it still looks really nice, and I'm sure I'll still use it quite a lot, just not for its intended purpose. But yeah, it's still very pretty. I also picked up a highlighter. This is the Goddess of Faith highlighter. This is £5, and I have wanted this for ages. I really have. I swatch it every single time I go to Superdrug, but then I don't usually buy makeup in store. I kind of swatch it and then I think about it, and then I go home and I do an order sometime later. And every single time I do an order and I go to add this to my basket, I can never remember if it's the Goddess of Love or the Goddess of Faith, because they have two highlighters called Goddess of Love and Goddess of Faith, and I always get them really confused. But the last time I went to Superdrug, I actually made a note of which one it is that I like, and I remembered to pick it up, thank goodness. But it's a very intense highlighter. It's like a beautiful champagne tone, so I knew that I was going to have to pick it up eventually, and it looks so, so pretty. I'm so glad I finally have it. So obviously there are some eyeshadow palettes in here because, you know, it's me. Like when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, I tend to only really look at Revolution. I'm not as drawn to other brands and their eyeshadow palettes in the same way that I am to Revolution. I think it's because Revolution, they dupe a lot of the more expensive stuff that I would like to buy but can't really justify the price tag. I just think that they have loads of really, really good eyeshadow palettes coming out all the time, so I picked up so many of them now. And this time I got two. So I got this one, which is a really pretty rainbow palette, and this is called Regeneration Trends Mischief Mattes. Now, if you're a long-time viewer, you're probably looking at this going, oh my god, what's happened to Alice? Why did she buy this? Because it's so unlike anything I would normally get. However, I have been wanting more colours in my collection recently, especially since I started doing more creative looks on Instagram. So I found that there have been a few looks that I've done quite recently where I thought, oh, I really wish I had like a bold blue in my collection. And then I don't have any matte yellows at all, but that's been something that I've really been wanting for a few different looks that I've done. The shades in here, I don't have them in any other palette, and I just knew that they would be absolutely perfect for what I'm doing on Instagram at the moment, and I'm just trying to be more creative and more colourful with my looks in general, so I knew that I would get a lot of use out of this. This was £8 and I'm really looking forward to doing some kind of look with this. I've got a few ideas already. And then of course I do have another neutrals palette. What a surprise. So this is the Reloaded Velvet Rose palette. This was £4. I think this is a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills, what's it called, Soft Glam. I think it's a dupe for that, except it's a tenth of the price. So obviously I picked up this one because I'm a cheapskate, and it looks really, really pretty. I do wish it had a mirror, but I can live without that for £4. So you've got loads of like browns in there, you've got the golds, but you've also got the nice pinks in there as well. I really love gold and pink. That's like my favourite eyeshadow palette combination. So this just seemed like it was perfect for me. It's very, very pretty. I'm especially drawn to like the gold shimmers over here, and that kind of taupe colour is something that I would use all the time. So yeah, this just seemed like a palette that I could wear on the everyday, and this is more of a palette that I will be wearing on Instagram. Now, I didn't actually buy this, but I also got this Revolution lip liner in the shade Worth It. This is a dark purple colour. I don't know if this was supposed to be in my mystery bag and it fell out and just got packaged with other bits instead. Not the shade that I would normally go for, but I can definitely use it on Instagram. I'm sure I will be able to feature it in a look over there. I didn't order this and it's not on my invoice, so if anyone from Revolution is watching this and you want this back, then let me know and I'll send it to you. And now it's time to unbox the mystery bag. I don't do these hauls just to get the mystery bag. They are more of a nice little bonus, and it's usually a chance for me to try out things that I never would have normally picked up as well. So there's this bronzer from Freedom called Warm Lights, and it's just got the three sections. There's a darker one and then there's the two paler ones. This looks like it will be quite fun to use. Yeah, I'm really pale obviously, so I find it quite difficult to find bronzers that are dark but not too dark, you know, and not too orange. But this one looks like it could be quite good for that, and that one I could also use as a setting powder as well. So yeah, this is probably going to be quite useful. I think I will use this a lot. I also got this Ultra Strobe Balm, and this is in the shade Hypnotic. I'm gonna be honest, this one doesn't really look like my cup of tea. It's kind of a gold shade, and this is a sort of like a creamy product. I don't know if this is my kind of thing, so I might pass this on to a friend. Another good thing about these mystery bags is that you can get products that you can potentially give to someone else. I've got this little contour thingamajig. This is the Revolution Ultra Contour Kit in 02. And it looks like it's got two powdered products here and then one kind of creamy product right at the end. I don't know if that contour is going to be perfect for me, if I'm honest. It looks very dark for my skin tone, but I think it might suit my mum, you know, because my mum has a completely different skin tone to me. She actually gets a tan, which I don't think I've ever tanned in my life. So I think she could make this work. If I end up keeping this for myself, then I suppose I could use this as eyeshadow. I just feel like I already have enough kind of eyeshadows that are, you know, matte and brown. But it's still a really nice product. It's just not quite right for me personally. I also got their correcting palette. This is something that I can see myself using. I use colour correctors quite a lot. I find that they're really good if you've got like skin issues like me, so I tend to use green corrector on spots and just on areas of pigmentation and that kind of stuff. I haven't used colour correctors for a while just because it's summer and I've just been trying to wear the absolute minimum in terms of makeup, but I'm definitely going to reach for this quite a lot in the colder months. So yeah, I'm definitely going to hang on to this, and I think I'm going to use this quite a lot. I've got some lip products as well. So the first one is this Freedom lipstick, and this is in the shade 104 Wildflower. This is, oh wow. This is pink. Yeah, wow, that's pink. This is like a Barbie pink lipstick. I don't know if this is the sort of thing that I would wear on an everyday basis. It might be something that I wear for my Instagram kind of looks, maybe at some point. I don't know. I'll let you know what happens to that. I also got this red lipstick from Revolution. This is Propaganda Matte. This is a classic blue toned red lipstick. It says it's matte on the bottom of the tube, but it doesn't seem that matte to me. It actually seems quite creamy. But yeah, I can definitely hang on to this. Yeah, it'll be nice just to have a classic red in case I need it. And then the last product that I got in my goodie bag is this lip lava. And this is in the shade Forgiven. So this looks like a classic brown lip colour. Ooh, that's nice. That's what it looks like. It's a really, really pretty brown colour, very 90s. I actually quite like this. I'm really glad that I got this because I don't think I would have picked it up otherwise. I'm sure I've seen these in Superdrug and just like walked past them, but yeah, that looks really nice. I actually really enjoy wearing browns like that on an everyday basis, and as it's a liquid lipstick then hopefully it would last quite well throughout the day as well. So that is everything from my Revolution haul and everything that I got in my free goodie bag as well. So my question for you guys is, what do you want me to review? What do you want to see in a tutorial? Just what products do you really like the look of that you'd like me to feature again in another video? Do let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to see more of me. I make weekly videos all about drugstore and affordable makeup, sometimes twice a week if I can get my act together. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!